I'm Stephen Dornic, also known as Galactic Bricks on YouTube and Instagram. This is my Kessel mock from Solo. It is, well, the layout of the mock is actually from Battlefront 2, just because you can get a lot of good reference pictures for it and stuff like that, because we don't have the movie out on DVD and stuff. And as you can see, I have all sorts of figures in the mock. It's really just a bunch of rebels versus stormtroopers. I tried to make the rebels really diverse, to give them like aliens in the mock. And you'll see over here very different hot springs. I'm not really sure what they are, but there are some machines that are extracting the water or the minerals from there. And then over here you have a little walkway that will take you to the Falcon, and I use the snot technique to do that. Use the spring-loaded shooters. They're pretty useful pieces, and they're really cool. Over here there's a little pathway going up to the cliff. And I used 2 different color schemes. So for the bottom, I used tan, dark tan, and olive green. And then on the top, I used dark bluish gray, brown, and dark tan. And they're a bit different, but I think it was a good contrast with the ground, as the ground's mostly just dark tan with a lot of layering using 1x2 pieces and stuff. So over on the ledge, it'll then go up to this part, which is a bit steeper. I did use slopes, but I also took some of the slopes and put them this way. Different.
Kind of outside or sideways building, sort of?
Yeah, sideways building to show the studs. Gives it a little more texture, makes it a little more interesting, more realistic and natural, I guess. I also used some other pieces there, some studs and just bricks to make it more interesting. Also threw in a little bit of dark orange because in the map you'll see there's some really fine, I guess, minerals in the rock work. Then moving on to the top, there's a little scene from Indiana Jones. Probably my second favorite theme, and I really hope to see more LEGO Indiana Jones sets coming out. But little cameo from Raiders of the Lost Ark with the Jeep when he knocks it over the cliff. Next to that, there's another well, or I guess a reservoir, and there's a little machine pumping it into that storage tank. There's some troops on the move, guarding it, some crates, and looks like there's some spies about to ambush them, and some stuff like that going on. Going back to this part of the mock, this is like the entranceway. It's not finished yet. I'm hoping to expand it a little bit to have like a full-fledged interior and maybe continue the rock work this way. But there's also a little gonk droid, and then a little bit of rock work starting here. And then over here, there are about a few wedge plates I've placed just to make it a little more interesting, as in the game and in the map, it ends pretty abruptly, and then there'd be another cliff. So I think that was a good way to incorporate that.
And then is the Millennium Falcon, is that a custom build, or is that one of the LEGO kits?
It's actually the Force Awakens Falcon, just I've heavily modified it.
Okay.
Took a lot of the dark gray and tan out of it, because most sets they're a bit too colorful than they should be, but it's just a different style to make it more accurate. And then I filled in the gaps a little more, just using different wedge plates, and just add some more fine details to make it look nicer.
And how were you able to build up that cliff in the background there to get that nice effect going on?
Yeah, so on the side I actually left this part off so you could kind of see the structure of it, but behind there would be different rooms where I'd have scenes of a Solo movie. I didn't actually get to finishing that, but I would like to do that later on. But there are some support beams holding it up, and then some plates on top of plates to keep it secure. And then I used a lot of bricks with studs on the sides to get those bricks put on vertically. And yeah, that's pretty much for the rock work how I did that.
Yeah, so it's a great layout here, and I know that the Solo movie is controversial fans on how good it was or everything, but I think you certainly captured this scene very nicely. So thanks so much for bringing it to the show here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.